on, friends? Sean Pierce Johnson here, and today we're taking a little bit of a turn on our acoustic guitar journey with Alhambra guitars and checking out the 00 model. Now you're taking a look at this and you're probably saying to yourself, that is a small guitar, and it is indeed a small body guitar. If I had to equate it to anything that I have come across in my guitar playing years, this is very similar to like your parlor style acoustic guitar, popularized as, well, parlor guitars back in, old world Europe as a way to entertain guests in your parlor, but also the choice of fingerstyle bluesman that we know from everybody like Robert Johnson and Charlie Patton, the old school kind of Delta blues deal. These smaller body acoustic guitars are really where that sound is at. A little bit boxy, tends to lend itself more to fingerstyle playing than anything else, but because it's slightly smaller, can also perform quite admirably as a travel guitar. A spruce top with Sipo mahogany back and sides, as well as a Sipo mahogany neck. We have a tortoiseshell pickguard on the top with a beautiful double ring rosette around the sound hole, a split bridge, as well as a ebony fingerboard and mother of pearl dot inlays with a bone nut, and up top on the neck we have the wider headstock shape that Alhambra allows you to choose, which to me really helps tie this together as a very classic old school American acoustic guitar body shape. It's made even further old school thanks to the addition of the open gear tuners, topped with cool wood tuning pegs. All in all, this to me screams Delta blues. It screams classic, down and dirty guitar playing that really birthed rock and roll. Now, since this guitar is not an acoustic electric, this does give me a good opportunity to tell you about a couple of the other things that Alhambra gives you as far as the acoustic guitar package goes. Thanks to the different accessory packages, you get a nice, luxurious Alhambra guitars strap to choose from. I believe there are 3 options depending on the accessory package that you choose. And the strap buttons are one of the interesting things that I can point out about the way that Alhambra has chosen to spec this acoustic guitar. We have a normal strap button here at the bottom of the body, but it's what they've chosen to put at the neck heel that I find most interesting. Instead of using just a normal strap button, they've gone ahead and used a Dunlop strap lock system for this particular portion of the strap button set, which is really cool. It makes the strap sit a little bit closer to the guitar, and the where it is oriented actually helps the guitar balance a little bit better if you're playing standing up with a guitar strap on. Now, this particular 00 model has a satin finish, an open pore satin finish, as a matter of fact. You'll actually see on the back and sides different portions of the different pieces of wood where you do see small indentations in the wood. That's not a defect, that's actually just the wood pores being opened. And I find that these choices of satin finishes end up helping the guitar resonate a little bit more than if they had a thick gloss on them or if the pores of the wood were sealed shut. But if none of this really fits what you're looking for in a 00 style guitar, don't worry, Alhambra's got you covered. On their website, you can spec out as much as you want on this guitar, from the top wood to the side and back wood to the neck wood, fingerboard wood, different materials for your inlays, headstock size, as well as your tuners. Essentially, you can make the 00 guitar of your dreams, to a certain extent. Okay, we've talked enough, let's take a listen to this thing. Now, although I don't necessarily feel like this guitar excels with strumming, I still feel like we'll use the pick to do some strumming, definitely do some fingerstyle, and some hybrid picking as well. Of course, because we can't plug it in, we're just going to hear it with the Neumann U87 and the Avalon VT737. But we'll add in a couple different post-production effects, and I'll let you know what those are as we go along. And there you have it, my friends, the 00 steel string acoustic guitar from Alhambra Guitars. Now, although the 00 is not necessarily my favorite model in the range, I do see the use for it. Because of its boxier, more mid-range presence sound, this definitely makes the case for me of having multiple acoustic guitars in your guitar collection. It is incredibly comfortable to play, and I really feel like the Spanish heel has something to do with how this guitar projects for being such a small guitar. Because these smaller guitar bodies are some of what we see as the earliest examples of European-built guitars, I feel like that Spanish tradition, the way that they build from the neck and build the body out of the neck, definitely lends some sort of projection and punch to the sound that we get out of the smaller body shape. I could just be talking out my head right now or other places on my body, but that's what I'm hearing and that's what I'm feeling, and I hope that that was able to come across to you guys in this video. And if you want to let me know what you thought of the sounds that you heard in this video, use the comment section below. Positive or negative, I want to see them. And hey, our journey is not done yet. Next week, we are wrapping it up with my favorite acoustic in the Alhambra line, the Auditorium model. So if you want to make sure you don't miss it, click the subscribe button, ring the bell, turn on notifications, and come back next week. But you can see that video before anyone else in the world by becoming a member of my Patreon community. You can find a link for that in the description below. It is awesome that you guys have chosen to spend part of your day with me. I hope you all are still staying safe and healthy. And until next week, my friends, I'm Sean Pierce Johnson, wishing you all out there great tone, happy stomping.